Hey, Tyquan. So this spring, it's a little more bare of a cupboard at the defensive end position, at least going into the offseason it was. Have you approached that as this is finally probably your first opportunity to really grab a starting position?
Uh, yeah, I just say this. You know, the season when it arrives, everyone has a fair opportunity at doing great things this season. Coming together as a whole, as a unit, we just want to go out there and be the best unit on the field each and every Sunday. I'm really excited about the season. We got a lot of great young guys that came in, hoping they could contribute on the defensive line. And I mean, it's going to be really, really exciting.
Zach Keeper.
Tyquan, you took a huge step forward last year. Do you feel like the next step would be to be a starter at right defensive end or left defensive end? Do you feel like that's on the radar for you this year?
I mean, like I said, definitely everybody wants to just come in and contribute. I work extremely hard. This offseason, I think I worked just as hard as last offseason, and I want to put it on display again this year, each and every day. I want to come out and I want to give the best. Every single day I want to get the best me. Because nobody's greater than yourself. You just gotta believe in yourself. But also you have a unit, and that unit we play well together. So any way I could help this team, help this unit be the best that we could be, then I'm gonna do it.
Jim Aiello.
Hey, Taekwondo, what do you guys lose to Nico Autry? That obviously is going to hurt, but you got obviously brought in young depth. But what are you losing when you lose to Nico? And did you feel like you can kind of give some of the Colts what he gave the Colts last year?
I mean, Danico, he's a great guy to be around, great teammate. He's a tenacious player. He plays fierce and he plays with a chip on the shoulder. And I feel like I play the same way. We both have like similarities. We do different things, but I feel like we have similar roles. I could play inside and out. Like I said, he's a great player. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Danico. I mean, I look up to him a lot. So,
JJ.
Hey, Tyquan, what have been your impressions of Quiddy and Deo so far?
I mean, they're young students of the game. Quiddy, I mean, he's fast, explosive off the ball. You could just tell just by his first step. He's a great young player coming up. And Deo, I mean, even though he's not doing much right now, you could see him on the side watching film, always doing something, like working to get better. So even though he's injured, he's still working.
Stephen Holder.
Tyquan, I don't know how many sacks you guys will end up with, but it does feel like you guys have a lot of disruptive players, that can cause problems on the other side of the ball. How much emphasis do you think there is just on creating just disruption, whether it's a sack or not a sack? I mean, how do you see that? Can that be just as effective in your mind?
Oh, definitely. I mean, each and every week you want to go out and get sacks. Sacks. I feel like they're game changers. They mess everything up, screw the offense up. TFLs. Anything to screw the offense up. I mean, it's a D lineman's dream to live in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Flus, he could tell you all the time you could play with just 4 on the field, and that's a defensive line because nothing is supposed to get through a D line, and every down you want to be disruptive.
George Bremer.
Tyquan, it's obviously still a young defense in a lot of ways, but and you lost some major pieces in the offseason. But now that you've got some draft classes kind of stacked together, you've got a lot of young guys who have been here for 2, 3, 4 years. Does it feel like you're ready as a defense to take another step?
Yes, sir. Each and every year, I feel like we come out with the mindset of just coming out dominating, being the best defense we could be. Each and every week, each and every Sunday, everybody in the NFL is here for a real reason. I mean, everyone knows that. And like I said, each week you're going to get everyone's best shot. And I'm sure everybody's out here working harder, and if not harder than anyone else. So you just got to come prepared, ready to play mentally, physically, everything. So, because you're getting everyone's best shot in the NFL.
All right, last one, Chap.
Tyquan, you're sort of the perfect example of if sometimes it takes a year or two, for whatever reason, to sort of emerge and be the player you want to be. How have you seen Ben Banagou sort of fight through a slow start to a career and sort of stay at it? And what do you expect this year?
Well, from my standpoint, I dealt with a lot of adversity coming out. It was a lot of frustration. With the injuries, ankle, toe, like knee and everything, like all of those injuries, like they helped me back. But, and you can see the frustration oozing out. And I talked to Ben a lot, even though his path is a little different. Ben's a great player, and I mean, Ben does a lot of great things. He's athletic. Ben works incredibly hard. He hustles and all those things. And, I just tell him to stay the course. Like each and every week, just stay the course. Like, you can't be no one else but Ben. You got to be yourself. And Ben, like I said, he works extremely hard. Like it's just each and every day just coming to work. And I mean he's gonna do exciting things. It's gonna be a big year for him as well. Like I said, each and every one of us on that defensive line, we're all here to contribute. We all here as one, and we all here to rush a passer, get TFLs, make stops. Love one another, and just be a great defensive unit.
I remember last year we talked to you, and it seemed like not to oversimplify it, but you sort of had to get your mind right and get your confidence. How much of maybe is it with him? He just has to be confident to know that he's here for a reason and he's got the talent to do it.
Right. Like I said, it's just all about trusting your ability. Like I said, you can only be yourself, man. That's the way I see it. Yourself is good enough. You just gotta you gotta believe it. That's all. You can't go out there and be a superhero. You can just be yourself because who you are is good enough. And that's all I know. I just try to tell everyone that amongst me.